they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck it. Birds of a feather. They flock together, they make you a sucker. I don't fuck with nobody. If you ain't mob tied, then it's fuck it. I'm gonna number some money. But if they get with the shit, I'm gonna flush it. I'm in South Carolina. I'm looking for Rennie. She know I'm some bitch. She gotta be thick as hell. Big player, can't do nothing with no skinny hoe. All the Glock 47. That bitch look like a D. I hit it with both hands. I sign my own checks. But I stay in your lane, your little bit of broke hands. They hate that they left me. They regret what they said. But I don't accept I don't. They claim anybody. The whole time it was somebody else.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What it does? What the business be like? It's the BTSE 365 podcast. Tap in. Tap in, I said. Ooh. Hey, check this out. Check this out. First of all, I appreciate you tuning in. Wherever you tuning in, however you tuning in. It is the BTSE 365 podcast. And this episode, we ain't doing nothing outside of the norm. But we let me say this. I said we ain't doing nothing outside of the norm. We actually are doing something outside of the norm. I'm not talking about nothing else. This show strictly dedicated to prime time. Deion Sanders and his exit from Jackson State. Now I know. It's been talked about over the last 2 days. Was he wrong? Is he bogus? Is he swag? You know, all this stuff been talked about over and over and over and over again. And I am here as a PWI graduate. Let me say that because I know the HBCU folk, the community, they sensitive about what's going on right now. If you didn't go to Jackson, then you can't say this. If you didn't go to HBCU, you can't say this. I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. You heard the song I played. It's cool when they do it. There's a problem when I do it. So let me just get that out the way. Because I was this close to being one of those folks who was like, man, prime bogus. He this, he that, da. Coaches leave programs every day, B. The only thing I have, see, my issue ain't necessarily with prime. It slightly is, but not as much as Jackson State. Now I say this because check this out. Word on the street is Prime couldn't get a PWI coaching job, a Power 5 or whatever coaching job, a FBS coaching job because he didn't have a college degree. We all know Prime didn't finish college. That nigga, as soon as he could go to the league, he was going to the league. He had some bills he had to tackle. He was trying to get up out of Fort Myers, Florida. I understand that. So the word on the street is, that's all I can say is the word on the street, a college called Talladega. It's an HBCU in Alabama. In conjunction with Jackson State, they helped each other for him to get his online degree or some shit like that, you know, whatever. And then he got a job at Jackson State. Now, you got to credit the athletic director for being smart enough to say, okay, our football team was trash. We got to get somebody else in here. You know what I'm saying? We got to add somebody to the mix. Because now I'm trying to figure out what was bruh record? Like, that's what I want to know. What was bruh record? I want to know, well, not bruh. What was Jackson State's record? And that's what I'm about to find out right now. Like, I want to know what Jackson State's record was. Like, before Prime, how are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Let's find out. Don't worry, we multitask, you feel me? I'm trying to figure out what the E4 record was because they bullshit. Everybody out here acting like Prime bogus, when in reality we all be a little bogus here and there. We man, my shit over here, this shit here fucking up. There we go. Goodness. Jackson State football record 2018. No, 2019. 2019, Jackson State was 4-8. They were behind Alcorn, Alabama State, Alabama A&M. There was just 2 games ahead of Mississippi Valley. 2019, 2020. So let's go to. There wasn't a real 2022. So then you got the 2020. I mean, a real 2020 was like a spring season. That shit don't count. You ain't even on the records. I'm looking at it. It ain't even on here. Hold on. Here you go. Here you go. They went what 3-3. Okay. Then last season they went 11-2. This season they go 11-0. I mean 12-0. They win the SWAC back to back. So I say all that to say Prime helped them just as much as they helped him. It ain't like he just came in there. The only problem I have is Jackson State in the Southern Heritage Classic, right? The way their business was handled, the way their business went down, that wasn't right. No, that wasn't right at all. And Jackson State gonna feel it. Mark my words, I guarantee you, Jackson State gonna feel that. They might try to get back in the Classic, might not. The smart move would have been to get your business right and then try to renegotiate. I've been saying that. Me and my partners, we all been saying it. Like, get your business in order. And then you try to exit. If you can help it, don't. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can help it, don't exit. Renegotiate. Find a way, find the middle ground. But you didn't let yourself go out here. You shitted on the SHC. You know what I'm saying? Word around town is the guy over it, he ain't rocking with y'all. That's the word on the street. Hey, I'm just saying. Let me sip my yak. Oh, this yak today for real. And these the Colorado colors too. I know this Vandy, but still. Yak good. 1732 or 1792. My bad. Good old Kentucky bourbon. But anyway, so you done pulled yourself out the Classic. You ain't got nowhere to go with that. The only help they can get is if a high profile former player come in there, want to take it up a notch. Because as you see with Dion, with Prime, is levels. Is like he been a spectacle. He been a show. That's what he do. He made must be the money. He told the Lions he wasn't going there. Don't draft me. I'm not gonna show up. He played in a World Series and an NFL game in the same day. This is what he do. He said it in his exit interview. He said, it is what it is. Either you elevate or you get terminated. He wasn't wrong, y'all. Like that part of it wasn't wrong. What's wrong is that people say, oh, well, and I'm people. He elevated the program to such a standard that now when he leave, all Prime gone. You know what I'm saying? Like the camera's gone. The people who was coming in doing stuff, they gone probably. But he said in his exit, hey, I'm gonna probably do some, have some things where you can keep stuff like Under Armour still gonna be there, stuff like that. He got the Barstool Connect. That's why you see Gilly there all the time. But of course, his son, the quarterback, Shadur gone. I saw the video of them walking through the Buffalo's facility. He gone. He out of there. He wearing Buffalo hats and shit. Pew. Travis Hunter next. Word in the streets is, the Twitter streets now, he's just the Twitter streets, that Shiloh might stay at Jackson State for his last year. He ain't really like it. He a grown man. He got to do what he got to do. That's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. I personally think this whole thing ain't just about Prime. Because it's like this, though. We as black people, especially, I'm talking to us now. A lot of us will say, man, they petty. They won't give Prime a job. Auburn or these other SEC schools like Texas A&M could probably use Prime. This school, like all these other schools, these other programs could use them, but they didn't want to give them a chance. So he went to a HBCU, elevated the level of play, elevated the eyes that were on the school and the football program. But you got to think about it. What they go through this year in Jackson, Mississippi, a water crisis. It's Mississippi, y'all. I don't care who listening. If you're from Mississippi, I'm sorry. I'm saying what I'm saying. Hey, it just is what it is. He from the South, so he from Florida, played in Texas, resides in Texas. Went to he what? Played for the Falcons. He know the South. You know what I'm saying? And he was in Jackson, Mississippi. They had a water crisis. They were fighting that clean water, y'all. Like, motherfucker had to deal with that problem. How tough you think it was for him to have to deal with that? All them other kids and his kids. That's some. Everybody can't be a martyr, and y'all got to stop acting like y'all willing to be martyrs too. You know how difficult it is. My partner, shout out to my spiritual guy, man. E. My partner said, my frat brother said, it's tough to put all that weight on one man's shoulder. You know how hard it got to be for him to be the HBCU flag bearer? He didn't even go to a HBCU. I can see if this was Doug Williams. He went to Grambling. So he went back to Grambling actually and coached too. So we got to get out of this mindset. Like, don't let these folk trick you. While he was there, he carried the torch. He did what he was supposed to do. He ain't 25. He's not finna be Eddie Robertson. He's not finna coach there for 30 years. And if he were 5 and 6 in back-to-back years after that bad spring, y'all would have wanted to fire his black ass anyway. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. You would have wanted to fire if he would have went back-to-back 5 and 6. Get that nigga out of here. That's what y'all would have been saying. That's what they saying for TSU and Eddie George. Oh, yeah. But see, the difference is Eddie George and TSU, they in the OVC. They not in the SWAC. They not in the MEAC. You know, they not in those conferences, but they are HBCU. You see what I'm saying? I've been getting educated on this the last couple of days, y'all. So I know it's a difference. It's just a difference. And football in Mississippi is just different. HBCU football in Mississippi, the culture, the alumni, everything is different. So now you move on to Colorado. He fly on a jet after the game. Motherfucker didn't even sleep in Jackson, Mississippi. He addressed his team and he got on the jet. He probably took a shower, changed clothes, him and his family. They got on the jet. He got welcome to somebody's hangar, and boom. They gave him a tour. He had a press conference today. I think we miss the bigger picture. I don't think this is a situation where he think the white man ice is colder. I think it's a situation where I'm getting older. I'm seeking these opportunities. I can't do it by myself with these HBCUs. I can't be the person. I can try. I can tell you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying? He sat down in an interview with EYL, Earn Your Leisure, and he made comments about certain money situations and schools not getting the proper cuts and talking to these guys about, hey, how can we do this? And what do I need to do this? Like, how can I help get this on the right path? You know what I'm saying? And I think we punish him because he black, he prime time. But if Eddie Robinson would have got a job offer to go coach FIU, would he take it? Maybe not FIU because he went to whatever school he went to, Alabama A&M, I think it was. So it's different, man. And Prime looking at his son, who better than a lot of these motherfuckers they talk about every Saturday. He better than them. Shedeur Sanders, if he was playing in Colorado this year and they were undefeated, would possibly and won the Pac-12, would possibly be playing in the college football playoff and a Heisman Trophy candidate. He completed 70% of his passes, y'all, with like 30-something touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's a Heisman Trophy candidate. At least he invited to New York. Prime thinking about that, man. Like, this is baby boy, this is son. He got a chance. He plays quarterback at a very, very, very high level. And this is his shot to let him show his talents in a bigger stage. And I think that played more than his fair share in his decision. Like, I know it was like, shit, this D1 is Pac-12. It ain't like he going to Miami of Ohio. He going to the Pac-12. Colorado still ain't Colorado. This ain't Cordell Stewart out there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't those Buffaloes, but it's the Pac-12. USC leaving. I think another school leaving. So who knows? Hey, recruiting starting now, signing day in 2 months. We gonna see, man. All I can say is this: Prime did his move. He went to Jackson State. They helped each other. The attendance was always great. The exposure was great. You ain't gonna have them rappers on the sidelines in Colorado. That shit ain't happening. Gilly, you gonna have to sit in the press box or in the stands. Rick Ross and Paper Route, y'all might be they might be able to stand on the sideline with a sideline pass. I don't know, but nigga can't be getting in the way. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. I saw my wrap up. Shout out to all the countries out there that's been rocking with me outside of the U.S. Shout out to Memphis, Cashville, Dallas, Houston, Charlotte, Chicago, San Antonio, San Francisco. It's a lot of areas, man. Oregon, shout out to my Blazers, man. Rip City. Shout out to Ant Simons for dropping 45 against the Jazz the other day. Career high. He dropped 33 in the first half. So, hey, yeah, shout out to him. But I appreciate y'all tuning in wherever you tuning in, like I always say. And yeah, man, y'all stay safe. Keep your mental strong. Love those who love you and show some love and keep it real. You feel me? I'm gonna get out this thing with Nick West. Let's see what my boy talking about. I know Nick West. Do you know Nick West?
Top shot, real shot, call the ladies, call me Big Papa. Don't be scared to come and holler. All about a mighty dollar. Try to kick it with a baller. Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar like I'm 3'6". Need something with a V12, not no V6. Don't gotta like it, but respect it when you see this. Ay, got a problem speaking mine, but just don't sneak this. Ay, just don't sneak this. Don't understand the haters, don't talk for no reason. But I be on my pivot, you can't keep me slipping. Nah, see, I'm a vet in the game, I'm 2 seasons. She say that pussy mine, but I'm like, baby, I'm just leasing, I'm gone. Got my BAMP up, GPA up on up. So you know how the game go. You know how the game go. You know how come up here, man, ain't what you did. You know what I'm saying? Walk, talk. You know, GPS, you don't get lost in all this sauce. You did what I'm talking about. You know, I got like, man, that shit is full of it. Yeah, still winning, steady dripping, never sipping. Groupie love got him begging for the D like I'm a piece. Hit it once, like nachos can't do the double dipping.
Hey.
Shot, I need extra sauce on my girl's chicken. So I'm talking nose on Scotty Pippen. Hey, I'm setting trends. Create the wave and watch them mimic. Got a whole lot of guys, a lot of haters. I'm a baller. Got a dame, she a model. Come and pop it for some dollars. Got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Tell me you ain't getting money, better get you some, cause I'm too hot to handle. No stylist, I'm my own designer. Got bras in Atlanta. I had to rate my standards, go.
Motherfucking Nick West. 4.0.